Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the middle of September. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Just a reminder, Scorpio, that I'll never ask you for money or contact you for a reading, either via email, YouTube, or Instagram. There has been an uptick in scammers, so just keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Thought I'd bring back this Celtic cross for the middle of the month. Last month was pretty well regarded, so do let me know what you think about this Celtic cross. But if this message resonates, do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. Make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into this for you. All right. I think that looks good enough to me, and we'll take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. Put those right there. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the Two of Swords. So this is somebody who's potentially feeling blindfolded about something. And with that, it's sort of this idea or this feeling that you're in a crossroads, or they're in a crossroads right now. They could have multiple decisions to make or multiple things going on, but they just can't see the road ahead because for some reason they are blindfolded. Now, I do oftentimes associate this card with some sort of injustice in your life. Where like somebody's putting the blindfold on you, right? And you can also think of these 2 swords as daggers, someone throwing daggers at you, right? And so there could have been an exchange of words, that type of thing. There could be an injustice going on here, or you could just simply not know which decision to make. And what I would tell you is that there are no wrong answers, Scorpio. Failures, when you start to look at failure as a blessing instead of a loss, you can really start to kind of view situations in a different way, because failure exposes what we don't want and what we do want, right? And so if you're in that mode, just realize that there are no wrong answers. All roads lead to the same path, if you will. So taking a look here, you have a nice reading. There's some challenges ahead, but you have everything you need to get through it, as I like to say. Now, right away in the middle, in your current situation, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is some sort of chest of money, right? On the card, at least. This represents abundance coming into your life. 10 is the full completion or the full manifestation in tarot of whatever suit it is in. So for you, this is some sort of culmination of a material event or situation in your life. Heavily associated with large sums, like bigger investments, such as like a retirement account that's been accruing over time, or a home such as real estate. Could also be an inheritance, because in other interpretations of this card, you see like a grandfather and their children, money being passed through generations. And so there's some sort of situation here, some sort of harvest. Now, remember, abundance is just your ability to receive. So if those things are not what you're dealing with, you can expect potentially, if this message is for you, to receive something, whether that's money or an offer or getting into that school, whatever it is that you're working towards. The 10 of Pentacles is the harvest, is the culmination of that hard work that you've put in. Now the problem is you have the 10 of Swords, so you have double 10s here. The problem is there's an ending. Okay, there's some sort of loss that's accompanying this 10 of Pentacles in your life. This card is probably the most challenging card in the tarot, because there's an element of finality with it, meaning that situation's completely done, unrecoverable. However, as I like to say, with this 10 of Swords, it does provide you with an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. Remember, with that 2 of Swords, this is providing you with an opportunity to see what you don't want in your life. and also potentially what you do want here with this Ten of Swords. And sometimes that's how these things are revealed, right? And so it also does say that there's new hope on the horizon. Yes, there's something that's ending, but you have the Ten of Pentacles under it. There's also abundance, there's receiving, there's something coming in for you. So in the past, you have the Three of Cups, good time, celebration with others. There could have been a situation here where what I really feel like this is going on is if there's some maybe challenge within a group scenario, potentially some of you dealing with friendship issues, family issues, something like that going on here. Reason being is we have that Ten of Swords. This is a really nice card. It does indicate cups overflowing, joy, celebration, happiness. It could have been that. The thing is, it's in the past though, and like I said, it's with a couple other challenging cards here. And with that Two of Swords, I was picking up on an injustice. I was picking up on words being exchanged. And so I feel like there was drama potentially within a group scenario that was in the past. And it could have led to the end of a relationship or a friendship, something like that going on here. Now in the future, the good news is you are giving yourself an opportunity to recover here with this Four of Swords. This is somebody who is, in this case, the Three of Swords are hanging up here on the banner above them, but they also are recuperating and recovering from that loss. And so, or that, not really loss, but that heartbreak. And for you, it's this Three of Cups instead on the banner. And so for you, you're recovering from whatever situation happened here in this past with this Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So healing, recovery, rejuvenation, doing some sort of self-care routine or practice here at this time could be very helpful for you. In your conscious, what you're aware of, you are aware of this victory here. You're aware of this Ten of Pentacles because you have this Chariot in your awareness. This is what you can see, what you know, what you can consciously create. This is a big victory, okay? Because this is a major arcana. And so the thing about the Chariot is it's not just a victory, it's a victory through self-discipline, meaning you put in the energy, the effort, you've done the work, you've done the hard work here, and it's now paying off. It's also this idea that as above, so below. The sun on the top of the canopy indicates the universe or God above, and the Sphinx, the Chariot on the ground, indicate below, Earth. So as it is done in the universe, it is done down here. And so as you put in the work, you are rewarded. As you put in the energy and the effort, and as long as you know that what you're doing with integrity, and you know what you're doing is not wrong, there's big rewards here that come along with that sort of energy and that effort with the Chariot. Now you have the Five of Pentacles below in this subconscious. So it's interesting because when I get the Five of Pentacles in the subconscious, you're talking to yourself in a negative way around money, or you don't feel like you're worthy of something. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. It doesn't always mean being left out in the cold. There could have certainly been an ending in a job or something like that with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. However, it just seems like that's not the case in this reading. Maybe some of you are resonating with that, but it's almost like one thing's for sure, it's like it's not because of something that you did. Whatever ending happened here. And the thing is, with the Chariot, you know that you're victorious, you know that you're successful, and you have that Ten of Pentacles with it, which is quite literally the opposite of the Five. This is abundance. This is the Five of Pentacles is scarcity. So this is talking to yourself with scarcity. Okay. And so if you catch yourself dipping into that energy, it's just a reminder to change those thoughts towards thoughts of abundance, as hard as it may be when you're in the moment. So in where you're headed here, you have the Ace of Cups in your influence, the way that you are influencing the situation. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning, okay? This is a happy new beginning. This can be with someone else, such as starting a relationship. This is the feeling of having your cups overflowing. Once again, with the Three of Cups here, you can see these cups are overflowing. Well, that's returning for you. Yeah, there may have been something in the past. Yeah, there may have been a situation with someone, but there are more times ahead. There are good times ahead here. There are more cups to be filled here in the future as you keep going along. So some of you are starting something new. There was an ending with the Ten of Swords. Could have been with a relationship, could have been with a friendship, maybe even a job. But the thing is, there's a new opportunity and a new beginning to fill those cups up again. And that's definitely something, I feel like if anything, this reading is really telling you to continue looking on the bright side, Scorpio. I know it sounds cliche, I know it can be challenging when you're going through it, but that's kind of the crux of this message. Now, in your external influence, you have the Four of Cups. Boredom, apathy. The thing is, actually what I feel like is going on here is your external influence is just something that's happening outside of you. You can't plan for it. You don't really have an influence over it. So this is the universe offering you a new solution. It's offering you a new opportunity here. You can see the hand offering, putting their hand out, showing the cup. The cup represents something new. Remember, we talked about how there are going to be more cups overflowing for you. Well, here it is. The thing is, Scorpio, you have to be alert. You have to be ready to see it. Because right now you're focused on these three cups. Look at this, these three cups from the past re-entering here. You're focused on the situation from the past, and there's someone new or something new here that could be right in front of your face or right in front of you. Now, in your hopes and fears, I do feel like you're hoping for a long-term, if you're here for relationships, you're hoping for stability, potentially even a marriage partnership, something like that going on here with this Four of Wands. This is the card of marriage. In career, in life, and financial situations, this is foundations and achievements, stability. We've talked about how you have that with the Chariot, especially with the Five of Pentacles as well below. We also have 4-4-4 here. You can see they're all in a sort of triangle, which I think is interesting to you, or for me, for you. And so you're achieving stability, or at least you're hoping to have stability. And there is some sort of fear around losing what you've built with the Five of Pentacles below, and now the Four of Wands in your fears potentially, but you're also hoping for stability. So just realize that your thoughts drive your reality. As simple as that. Now in the outcome, you have the Seven of Wands, competition, standing your ground and standing strong in your conviction, knowing that what you're doing is right for you. Not letting anyone else decide the path ahead for you, the road ahead. You're on your path here, and you know that that's the right path for you. And so, potentially competition around jobs, potentially competition around a group, something like that going on. However, you're prepared to defend yourself, and I feel like you're on stable ground. You have solid ground to defend yourself. I don't feel like you're the one. I'm like on your side here, Scorpio. I don't feel like you're the one who is the issue. I feel like you know what you've done is right, and now you're defending it. Especially with this Three of Cups in the past, some sort of dagger being thrown here at you. You're deflecting it. So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation. Here, let's pick these three cards. So you have the Three of Wands, more three energy here. Just groups of people, potentially reconciliation here between groups, whatever happened here. But I do feel like it's almost like with your back turned, it's like you don't really need, like it's up to you. You don't have to. I feel like once again, you're in the right here. But this is also potentially just, this is an initial win, some sort of initial small, like small wins build up over time. This is the first small win. And you're kind of realizing that there's more work ahead, but you're also excited for the journey that's in front of you. So you have the Sun, which is the best card in the tarot. It's total positivity, happiness, success. There's happiness here for you. With the Ace of Cups, this is just augmenting this even more. I would really pay close attention to this alternative path or this alternative solution. It may not be something that you thought you would want to do or you thought you would be following, but here it is. The Sun is like, this shining, it's sort of shining brightly on this opportunity here, and your cups will be filled again, that's for sure, with the Sun showing up. So, and the Fool, yeah, look, you're moving towards a new situation, you're moving towards a new opportunity. This is a powerful card because the Fool takes a major leap of faith, and with the Fool, once they take the leap, there's no going back, okay? So make sure you have everything you need. Make sure you have everything packed, because here you are, taking your bags with you and moving forward. And this is, if nothing else, something to be very excited about. These 3 clarifications are amazing. So I do feel like you're letting any sort of controversy or drama roll off your back here, and you're moving forward. Let's see what we have here to clarify. Yes. The answer is yes for you, Scorpio. You're moving ahead. What else here? Okay, no. Interesting. So yes to a no. I feel like what's going on here is, and wait, this doesn't really help. Let's see here. Can we get one more to clarify these? I feel like you are getting the go-ahead to say, you know what, I'm done with this situation. Yes to a no. I'm done with this situation. And compromise. So wait to compromise. I do feel like maybe there's reconciliation available in the future, but for right now, it's almost like there's something new ahead of you here, and I almost feel like it's better. I feel like there's something better for you here as you deal with this ending. Remember, we do have that 10 of Pentacles in the middle with the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. I would get selective, especially if you're here for relationship stuff. Like, I would not just go back into the same old thing with the same person, or the same type of person is what I should say. Yeah, community. What was I picking up on this whole time? Gift, expectation, child, courtship, bad health. So yeah, someone was acting immature, threw daggers, hurt you in some way with their words. And I feel like at this point you're just like, I don't really need to deal with that. I'm an adult, I'm mature, I don't really need to deal with that anymore. The thing is, they're going to be sorry. They're going to be sorry here. Courtship, gift, they're going to try to win you back in some way, and I just feel like you're not having it. Because you have your own thing going here. It looks very good. Whatever you have going for yourself here looks pretty amazing, especially with the gift card. Some of you maybe are receiving some sort of financial gift or windfall coming in. Yeah, their expectation, they want you to be done with this situation, but you're just not ready. And that's what bad health is coming in for. I think the relationship is bad health. I don't stress about that card personally, but yeah, in your occupation, it looks pretty amazing. Whatever you're working towards looks pretty amazing. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, ZaneIntuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.